The U.S. Army Warrant Officer Flight Training Course provides qualified military and civilian applicants an opportunity to become Army Warrant Officer pilots in service to the nation and our Army. To qualify, flight candidates must meet specific mental, moral, and physical requirements to serve as a warrant officer pilot in active duty or reserve status. All applicants must be U.S. citizens and be eligible for a secret clearance in addition to meeting the prerequisite standards for flight training. Civilian applicants must first attend and complete basic combat training. Prior to flight training, all candidates must graduate from the Warrant Officer Candidate School located at Fort Rucker, Alabama. Warrant Officer Candidate School is a leader development course that prepares candidates to assume the responsibilities of a U.S. Army warrant officer. The candidate school lasts 5 to 7 weeks, depending on individual qualifications. Along with leadership development as an officer, candidates will learn the history of warrant officers and their role in the Army operational environment. Upon completion of Warrant Officer Candidate School, graduates are appointed as an officer in the United States Army at the grade of Warrant Officer 1. Flight candidates then progress to the Warrant Officer Basic Course, also located at Fort Rucker. This course lasts approximately 10 weeks and includes helicopter over water survival training, along with SEER School, training candidates in the techniques of survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. Following the basic course, flight candidates enter into the 22-week Initial Entry Rotary Wing Training, commonly referred to as IERW. IERW training utilizes the TH-67 training helicopter and includes pre-flight instruction, contact training where flight candidates learn basic flight skills such as takeoff, landing, hover, traffic patterns, and emergency procedures, instrument training, and also basic war fighter skills. Upon completion of IERW training, candidates will progress to their advanced airframe, which is assigned based upon the skill of the candidate and the needs of the Army. During this final phase of instruction, flight candidates will train on one of the following aircraft: the UH-60 Black Hawk, the CH-47 Chinook, the OH-58 Kiowa Warrior, or the AH-64 Apache Longbow. Candidates will train in airframe-specific simulators, as well as approximately 86 to 157 hours of flight training on their assigned aircraft.
It's always been a childhood dream of mine to become an aviator.
My first flight in a helicopter, that for me was when it clicked and was like, this is what I need to be doing.
Flying a helicopter is the most fun I've ever had, but just being able to come out here every day and knowing that everybody else out here has something that they can teach you, trying to take in as much as you can.
What's unique about Army aviation is its primary focus is to support the guys on the ground. Having that helicopter support could be a game changer.
Upon graduation, warrant officers will have accumulated between 207 to 278 hours of flight instruction and earned the right to wear the silver wings of an Army aviator. Locations for duty after completion of training can include Army assignments both in the United States and overseas. As an Army aviator, warrant officers will pilot and command aircraft under tactical and non-tactical conditions. Examples include air support for peacetime training, disaster relief, or combat and combat support missions as a member of a deployed combat aviation brigade. Warrant officer pilot duties also include flight planning and mission preparation, and transporting troops and equipment in resupply missions. Your training will also benefit you after completing your term of service.
The training that the Army gives you is unlike anything you'll receive in the civilian sector.
In terms of what the Army's been able to teach me, it'll directly transfer to the civilian side.
It will definitely benefit you, and civilian companies see that, and they know the extent of the training that you get.
You know, I love flying, and the fact that you get to come in, and every day you're pretty much guaranteed that you're going to go fly. I couldn't imagine a better career.
Talk to your career counselor or an Army recruiter and consider a career that will take you to new heights. Army Aviation, above the best.